Welcome to episode 849, Charlie Munger, right-hand man of Warren Buffett. This is an outline of episode 849. We study Charlie Munger because he's one of the most humorous and beloved billionaire in the world.
Another idea that I got, and this may remind you of Confucius too, is that wisdom acquisition was a moral duty. It's not something you do just to advance in life. Wisdom acquisition is a moral duty. And there's a corollary to that proposition, which is very important. It means that you're hooked for lifetime learning. And without lifetime learning, you people are not going to do very well. You are not. The skill that got Berkshire through one decade would not have sufficed to get it through the next decade without Warren Buffett being a learning machine, continuous learning machine. The record would have been absolutely impossible.
Charlie Munger was born in 1924 in Omaha, Nebraska. His father, Alfred Munger, was a prosperous lawyer and a graduate of Harvard Law School. He studied mathematics at the University of Michigan, but dropped out. In World War II, he joined the United States Army Air Corps and spent 2 years studying meteorology at Caltech. Then he got married in California in 1945. In 1948, he graduated from Harvard Law School. He was 24. After graduation, he spent 3 years as a real estate lawyer before he moved into finance. Now, the secret of his success, how to avoid dishonest people and only deal with honest people.
But where you have a fair choice, there are just so many people that should be avoided. My father had this best friend and client, and he also had this other client who was a big blowhard, and he was always working for the big blowhard, and he wasn't ever working for his wonderful client whom I admired. And I said, "Why do you do this?" And he said, "Charlie, you idiot." He says, "The big blowhard is an endless source of legal troubles. He's always in trouble, overreaching and misbehaving and so forth. Whereas Grant McFadden treats everybody right, the employees, the customers, everything. He gets involved with some psychotic, he walks over there and makes a graceful exit immediately. So a man like that doesn't need a lawyer." And my father was trying to teach me something, and it really worked. I spent my whole life trying to be like Grant McFadden. And I want to tell you, it works. It really works. Peter Coffin is always telling me if the crooks only knew how much money you could make by being honest, they'd.
So, as the famous right-hand man of Warren Buffett, what is his contribution?
If you look at Berkshire Hathaway, think of its founding businesses: a doomed department store, a doomed New England textile company, a doomed trading stamp company. Out of that came Berkshire Hathaway.
He was incapable of not thinking through what the realities of the situation were, and what could be done about it, and he just analyzed things.
What would work and what wouldn't, and why. It's so simple.
So what are a couple of those early investments that were reflective of this new philosophy of buying really good companies?
Well, in terms of stocks, something like American Express would have been that had gotten some trouble, but it was a wonderful business. And there were some others that, in terms of buying the entire business, I probably didn't realize what a wonderful business our first insurance purchase was, but I knew it was a good business. The first real business we bought that way was See's Candy. I mean, it was really an outstanding business, and I still had enough elements from my past that I really didn't want to pay the last few $1 million. And
few million? You didn't want to pay the last 25,000.
Yeah.
Now at age 96, he's a very prolific grandfather. He's been married twice. He's a picture of his extended family in Omaha. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. My next video will be Charlie Munger 10 lessons. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.